attention. We have a great meal for you all. First thing we're going to have, we have our sweet and sour chicken. We're going to have lima beans. We're going to have corn pudding. And for our dessert, we're going to have a chocolate chip delight. Now the first thing we're going to do our lima beans. Okay, first thing I have a bag of lima beans here. I have some smoked turkey where I have washed them and make sure they're clean. We have our Worcestershire sauce. We have our seasoned salt. We have our onion powder. We have our garlic powder. And I have some Italian dressing. We have pepper. And we also have some bacon dripping along with some sugar. So what we do is we'll go ahead and pour our lima beans in. It's very simple. You know, this is a simple thing, a recipe, and it's good. It really is good. So we got a lima bean in, and then we're gonna go ahead on and put in our turkey. You know, just put in some turkey. You can use any kind of boiling meat, whether you use bacon, you know, whatever you like. But for the boiling meat, I'm gonna use some turkey necks. Now when I put my meat in, we'll go ahead on and put in about 2 cups of water. Now you don't have to use water. You can use, like, you know, stock. But for this recipe, I'm just gonna use some water. Now just put enough water to make sure that it's submerged. The beans are submerged. And so that was about 2 cups. So after we put the 2 cups in, we're gonna go ahead and put like 1, 2, 3, you know, put Worcestershire sauce. Then we're gonna put our onion powder. Now for these recipes and other recipes that you see today, please go to our website, go to our YouTube channel, and you know when you go through that, you know you just click on like, subscribe, and share to get the recipes that you need along with the measurements. So here's our dressing here, our Italian dressing. We're gonna put some Italian dressing. You know when you're doing, you know, like beans, so I like to put it in because it gives it a great flavor along with the oil. But in this case, I'm gonna add a little bit more oil to these here beans. So here's some bacon drippings. I'll put that in there, and we got a little thing of sugar. Just, you know, let's give it the sugar to help bring out the taste. You know, bring out the flavor into the beans here, and you know have some black pepper. There you go. And you know, and then what we're gonna do here, we're gonna take it over to the stove, and we're gonna just give it a whoosh. Because when it get cooking there, we're gonna take it to the stove, and as I take it to the stove here, we're gonna go ahead on and we're gonna get started on our corn pudding. And so we put it on the stove here. We're gonna turn it on here. There you go. And turn it on about medium high so you go ahead and get a good boil on it. So we're gonna go ahead on and you see how they look here? You know, they look good here. These are the beans, and this is what they look like here. Once you get them to the stove here, and this is what it looks. You see the water as it submerged the butter beans here. Good. Now I love butter beans. I mean lima beans. I always call lima beans and butter beans. But, you know, these are lima beans here, and the butter beans, you know, they're white. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna get ready to go ahead and get started on our corn pudding. Ready to do our corn pudding. Now the ingredients for our corn pudding consist of a box of Jiffy cornbread, some melted butter, some sharp cheese, and I cut up some green peppers, some poblano peppers as well. I have a can of whole kernel corn which I have drained, and I have a can of cream corn as well, and 1 egg here, and we also have 1 cup of sour cream. Now let's go ahead and get started putting the ingredients. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead on and put in a box of this Jiffy cornbread. Corn pudding is something, you know, it's a comfort food, and you know, it's good to have. A lot of people serve around the holidays or whatever, or Easter or something like that. I like it anytime, you know, that we desire to have. So we got the Jiffy cornbread. We're going to go ahead and put in our whole kernel corn. Just put in that all the whole corn. Make sure that it's drained when you put it in, but don't drain the cream corn. So you go ahead on and you put the cream corn. I have 1 can of cream corn here. Let's go ahead and put it all in this. Go ahead and put all the ingredients in. There you go. Just go ahead and incorporate it. Okay, now like I said, it's a good meal. We put in a 400 oven degree, I think for 30 to 45 minutes until done. So okay, when we got that in, and we go ahead on and put in our 1 egg here. And then once you put in our 1 egg, we go ahead and incorporate our sour cream. You know, sour cream, you know, it plays as the milk too, as a texture for the milk as well. And sometimes, you know, I may add just a little bit of milk. It's all depending on how, you know, when we get through with all the ingredients, how it mixes up. And also, once we get into the, then we're going to go with the, now here's the peppers. You don't have to put peppers. Peppers and stuff, this is what I'm adding on my own. This is something that I added to the pepper. And if you don't want that, then you don't necessarily have to do it. So when we do that, then you go ahead on and put in your butter right here. This is your melted butter. Make sure you melt it on in there. And once you do that, then I add some seasoning, just, you know, a little seasoned salt and a little garlic powder right here. And I also add some onion powder. All my recipes, as I said before, is on with this video is on my YouTube channel. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead on and maybe add just a teaspoon of sugar to help bring out the flavor into the pudding. You know, it sounds like it's just a pudding that, you know, you might not want it, but it's really good. It's something that, you know, is real good. I tell you, it's just like maybe we'll say dressing. You know, how we put all those ingredients in there, and and when it comes out, it'll be the best thing that you had, honey. And you get the cranberry sauce to go with it. But this cooked corn pudding is just as good. See how thick it is here? You just combine it all together and put it together. And when you get ready to put it into the pan, get it into a greased casserole pan or dish, or whichever one you use. See, it is already thick enough. Now, but if you want to add milk and cream, but I add cheese as well. Now, here's the cheese. Now, I don't put all of it at one time. I save some, so we can go ahead and put it on the top. Now, this how it be. I tell you what, this is good to me. Man, my family love it, you know. You know, I always say I cook for my family, and I cook for you all as well. So that's why I like for you all to go ahead on and send me your comments, any recipes that you desire that you would like to see on this video. Okay, so you know, this right here just keeps me going. Let me know that what you like, and if you're liking what you see. So we got it all combined together. So what we're gonna do here, put the rest of that little butter in there. What they say? My mom was always taught me, waste not, want not. So you know, I try to get everything I can out of these little bowls. Don't leave it there. Cause my mom is cooking and she's here in the kitchen with me, and she said, "Why are you leaving all that in that bowl?" I said, "Mom, I'm done." She go get that scraper, baby. Waste not, want not. I said, okay then. All right, so I got a greased casserole bowl here, and this, what you do, you go ahead on and put it in there. And like I said, you cook it for like, I say about 45 minutes until it's done. It's all depending on what your oven is, because everybody's oven temperature is not the same. So the way my oven works might not be the way yours works. So you just have to go accordingly. But you just keep an eye on it for about 45 minutes. And it's good. Okay, I got everything I got now. So Mama ain't here, so maybe she won't get me. So she's home probably waiting on another video to come out, and call me and ask me what video I'm doing today. She's gonna say, "Well, did you get everything out of the bowl?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, I got everything out of the bowl." "Yes, I did, yes, I did, yes, I did." All right. Because she said, "I know you always leaving a little bit in." I said, "Mom, it don't make a difference." She said, "Yes, it did." Okay, now once I got in the bowl here, we're going to set this over here. And we're going to put the cheese on top. So you take the cheese, you just go all over it. So when it come out, boy, it's going to be good and cheesy. You know, the peppers, you know, just kind of like give it a bite. And, you know, like those poblano peppers, and those that don't know what poblano pepper is, a Mexican pepper that you can find over by where you get your bell peppers at, and you ask for it, and it's real good, kind of like spice. It's not really hot, but it just give it a kick. It give you that taste. Now I'm gonna go ahead over and I'm gonna put this into the oven, and as I go over putting this into the oven, we're gonna go ahead on and we're gonna look at these butter beans. And after we look at the lima beans, you see I keep saying butter beans, but I tell you what, it's lima beans. And once I put it into the oven here, this is a 400 degree oven. I'll put it here, and now I just want y'all to look at this. I want you all to look at these lima beans. As the camera come up close, you'll see the lima beans are cooking with the turkey, and boy, they just doing their things. You see it right here. Now, once they get done, what they're gonna do, the meat gonna come off the turkey. So I'm gonna go ahead and be taking the meat as I stir them each time, that the meat gets absorbed into the lima bean. Now, I do serve lima bean with okra. Now, I love okra, but you know, to each his own. That okra is something that you have to really like. But we're gonna go ahead and cover this back. Now, what we're gonna do, as I cover this and let the corn pudding and the lima bean cook, we're gonna go to our sweet and sour chicken. Sweet and sour chicken. Now, the first thing I'm gonna have to do is make the sweet and sour sauce. Then once we make the sweet and sour sauce, then we'll come back and then we'll go ahead and put it over the chicken and put the chicken into the oven. Now, the first thing we're gonna do with our sweet and sour sauce is we're gonna add some brown sugar. Like I said, and that you go to my video and you will get the recipe for this particular chicken sweet and sour sauce here. It's brown sugar we add here, and then we're going to add some rice vinegar. Anybody don't know what rice vinegar is? This right here. You get over in the Asian section of your grocery store, and then we're going to add some soy sauce, and you get that there as well. So with soy sauce, you know, it's probably maybe like a tablespoon of soy sauce into the and with the vinegar and the sugar. And along with that, we're going to add some onion powder here. Onion powder. And we're going to have some minced onions, okay? So, you know, with this sweet and sour sauce, you know, you have pineapple juice. And when you do the pineapples, make sure that you drain the pineapple and just use the juice. Now, I'll put my pineapple into the recipe once I put place my chicken onto the pan here. So we're gonna put the minced garlic. So we'll go ahead on and put we'll put out some ketchup. I think this is probably about maybe a tablespoon for the ketchup, or even two. So go ahead and put that into your sauce. Now, the first thing we're gonna do now, what we're gonna do is, this is the juice. This is the apple juice. Excuse me, this is the pineapple juice that we're going to use. This is about a cup of pineapple juice. Like I said, drained pineapples. I'm using chunks pineapples here. This is what I'm using here. I'm using the chunks here. So I drained the juice from the chunk pineapple, and this is the juice that I have. It's about a cup. You know, one can give you exactly 1 cup. Okay? So we just pour it into the sauce here. And we're going to go ahead on and we're going to add some sugar. We already have brown sugar, but when you add the white sugar, it brings out the flavor. So just add about a couple spoonfuls of that right here. Now, once we get through, we have a cornstarch slurry that you put into the mixture after it has put on the stove and come to a little boil. Then once it comes to a boil, this helps thicken the sweet and sour sauce. So we'll go ahead on. We're gonna go ahead on and we're gonna whisk this up good right here. This is what it looks like. You whisk up good in your pot. You don't really have to have a big pot. You can get a little smaller pot than what I have got here. So you can just get this pot here, mix it together right here, and once it goes through this boil, then you're gonna incorporate that slurry, and that cornstarch slurry is going to make it thick. And then once it gets thick, and then you can go ahead on, and put your chicken into the pan, and then that way we'll put our pineapples in the sauce over. So let's go over to the stove now, so we can go ahead on it and put it on the stove and let it come to that boil. And then once it comes to that boil, like I was saying, then you know what? Then we'll be able to get it going. Let's go ahead on and let it start cooking here. And then, you know, like I said, then we're going to get the slurry. The corn starts slurry here. Okay, now this is what it is. It's going to get ready to cook. So while this is cooking, we're going to go ahead on and take out our corn pudding. And we're going to get here. We're going to take the corn pudding out. And give me just a second here. I think I better get a pot holder here because I don't want to burn myself. And there you go. Alright, we're back. So we're going to take it on our oven. And this is what our corn pudding looks like. Man, it looks good. Now this is the corn pudding here. This is the corn pudding as it's been cooked. So we're going to do that. And then, you know, it's good. So we're going to go ahead on and we're going to let the sauce come to a boil quickly and just let it go thick. And then we're going to add the slurry. So we're going to go back over here. We're going to get the slurry. Now this is the cornstarch slurry here. Remember I told you that we need the slurry to put into the sauce. Now this is good. The sweet and sour chicken is good. You know, you don't have to put. You can use this sauce for more than just chicken. You can use it for, you know, for any other type of meat, beef, or you can use it for something else. So you know, this is how it is. So once this comes to a boil, then we're gonna come up. We're gonna place it on the chicken. So right now I'm gonna go back over where the chicken is, and we're gonna go ahead and season our chicken here. This is what we have. We have about 6 chicken thighs that I'm going to use today. This is 6 thighs here. So what I would do here, I go head on and I will put my I got seasoned salt right here, and I also have some, like I said, some minced onion right here on the chicken, and we're gonna have some garlic powder. I also use sometimes, you know, I will put a little bit of that a little bit more of this little vinegar on top of it, and a little bit of soy sauce as well. Go ahead and mix it in it, so it, you know, be ready to incorporate. So we're gonna go ahead and go back over here and just do this right here, and then after I get to mixing this up, we're gonna go ahead on and place our chicken. So while we're getting ready to place our chicken, I just need to walk right back over to my stove, and once I get to my stove, then I go ahead and check on my meat as well, so we can check on the sauce. So it's cooking out, as you see. It's boiling. You see the chicken, the sauce is boiling. So you go ahead and do it. There you go. And then once it starts boiling, once you put that slurry in there, you let it do it for 1 or 2 more minutes, and then it be ready to go. So here we go. We'll go ahead and put it on there. We're going to incorporate it in there now. Right there. You know, one time when you deal with a slurry with that cornstarch, you know, if you don't use it right then, sometimes, you know, it'll pick it up, and you have to really do it over. And when I'm saying do it over, I mean you have to just make sure you stir it and make sure it come out to the consistency that it was before. So this is we'll go ahead and stick 49. There you go. And then what nice it's doing exactly what I want to do. It's boiling over. And just let it cook for like a couple more minutes. And then once it cooks for that couple more minutes, then we'll be ready to pour it into our over our chicken. But like I said, you know, this is something that you don't necessarily have to do with chicken. This is sauce that you can put over, you know, other types of meat that you like. And chicken, you know, it don't have to be chicken all the time. Now I have done it when but I want to bake some, fried some chicken first. Then I went ahead and poured this sauce over, and then let the sauce, cook into the chicken. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna just let it go ahead on and simmer down. So about another second or so, and then we're gonna take it over to the stove. So I think it's over to the table. Forgive me, over to the table, and then that way we can go ahead on and put it over the chicken. So I think it's good now. So what we're gonna do, we'll go ahead and cut it on off, and we're gonna take it over to the table where the chicken is, and then we're gonna go and put it over there. And then once you put it in the oven, it's gonna do its thing, gonna thicken up, and it's gonna be good. So I'll tell y'all next time when I want to put some in the pot stove. I need to get some pot holders. Oh man, okay, so here we go right here. We got it here, and we gotta remember I told you all we had some pineapple left over, and I'm getting the pot holder so you don't want to burn the hands anymore. Okay, and we're gonna take it and put it over the chicken. Okay, so this, like I said before, this is a dinner that you can use, you can have at Sunday dinner, anytime you get ready, but certainly you can have it, during Sunday, with the corn pudding and the chicken. So here's my chicken here. Okay, so we're gonna take the pieces right here and put it in a pan. I have aluminum, a pan lined with aluminum foil, because a lot of times when you have, anything with sugar or sweet, it tends to stick. So this is what you call an easy cleanup right here. It's just like when you have macaroni and cheese. You want to get one of those aluminum pans, because it's something hard to clean up. And so this is what I'm doing right here. Okay, and then this is only 6 pieces of chicken. It all depends how many you're gonna make. So if you decide that you're gonna make more chicken than you want, so what you do is double your recipe in order to accommodate the chicken, so you'll have enough. So what I do right here now, I'm gonna go to the refrigerator and pull out my onions and pepper as well. Now the onions and peppers go good with the onions and peppers go good with the sauce. This is not something that you have to have, but I certainly put it into my recipe because I love onions and pepper. It gives it a good taste. So, like I said before, let's go ahead on and we'll put this over our chicken, and I think we'll be good to go. Now go ahead on and incorporate your onions and peppers into the sauce, because the onions and peppers are going to cook on the chicken anyway. So you can go ahead and just put it into the sauce, or you can just take some and just put it on top of the chicken. How you want to do both of them. I just did both. Let's show y'all what both of them can do. So once you get through now, we're going to go ahead on and put it and spoon it over the chicken. That sauce over there, that good old sauce there on the chicken. Man, this is something good right here. I cook it a lot, because my kids like it. What? It's sweet. And what child don't like sweetness? And it's a good dinner. And a lot of times when I do serve it too, I serve it with rice. Rice is good. So you can just, any way you want it. But today we're gonna just do it with some corn pudding. So I just think that's a good combination as well. So okay, now once I've gotten all of that on the chicken, this is what you see. And the very last thing that you're gonna put on this chicken that's gonna do the deal is your pineapples. You put on pineapple, you're gonna sprinkle. You can just take them, just sprinkle all over top of that. That's gonna be good, The pineapples and the sweet and sour sauce and the juice from the pineapple. It's just good. And see, the vinegar, that's the acidity that you're gonna get from the chicken. That's gonna make it, a little sour. And so that's why I call it sweet and sour, because you get, the vinegar is the sour part of this, and the sweetness comes from the sugar, the pineapple juice, and so forth. And this is what we have here. Now this looks good. See, now this right here is what you got. just want to make sure my meat all down right. See, there you go. Everybody's happy on this pan here. I'm happy, the chicken happy. Now you know what? We're finna do some cooking so we can do some eating. Now after I put this into the oven on a 400 degrees for about 30 minutes until it's done. So like I said before, you know, everybody's oven, you know, sometimes cook differently. So, you know, if my oven cook, you know, one way, yours might not. So you just have to put it accordingly and check it and make sure it's done. So now once we complete this, we're going to go into our sweet part. Our sweet part is something good. We'll have a chocolate chip delight. Final dish. You know I told you dessert called chocolate chip delight. This is a dessert that I've been doing since I was in my teens, and I'm not going to tell you how long that been, but it was the very first dessert that I was very proud of that I have made when in my very younger days. And so this is what it consists of. It consists of chocolate chip dough, chocolate chip cookie dough. This is version 2 of this, because the first version there's another crust recipe. This is my revised version for my daughter Precious. She loves chocolate. So she asked me today when I said I was going to be making chocolate delight. She said, "Mama, do the chocolate chip version." So what I did too is change the first version to this. I changed that crust. That's the only thing that I revised. I used chocolate chip dough. You just get the dough, put it in what type of pan, casserole pan that you want. Just flatten the dough out to the size that you decide that you want to have. And also in there, we also have cream cheese, powdered sugar. We also have Cool Whip, and we also have Jello pudding mix, chocolate Jello pudding mix. I had it right here. Let me just make sure you all see what I'm talking about. Just Jello chocolate pudding mix. What you do with the Jello chocolate pudding mix? Just mix it according to direction. Put it in the fridge. Let it chill. So when you get ready, after you done completed all the steps and combine this recipe, then you take it out and then, you know, that's it. You don't have to do anything special to the chocolate pudding. So this is what I have here. Now first things first, we're going to go ahead on. We'll go and put in our Cool Whip. Now this recipe it's good. And I like nuts. My daughter don't. So you know we have to negotiate. And when I cook it for myself or whatever, then you know I have to have me some. I do the first version with the nuts. So you know this is what we do. We get the Cool Whip. You know what I said? Waste not what Mama told me. Waste not, want not. You know, every time I be in the kitchen, I be doing stuff, and I leave something on a spoon or either bowl. I can hear her talking. I said, "Oh my God, Jesus! Waste not, want not." That is her theory here, and that's what we grew up on. You know, when we grew up, my grandma was like, "You gonna eat what I cook? You ain't gonna waste it," and that's it. So you know, that's what we did back in the day. So you know, so it's still goes with me today. So next thing I'll do, I'm gonna put in a cup of powdered sugar. You know, sometimes you may have to add more or less. It all depends. So this is just a cup right now. And then once you put the powdered sugar in, and what you're gonna do here, I have Cool Whip. This is the store-bought. Now you can certainly make your own with heavy cream. It totally is up to you. But this right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the store-bought. Put about maybe a cup also in here. But like I said before, my recipe for this video is on my YouTube channel. So you just go ahead and beat it together right here. And you know, this is, like I said, this is a good recipe, quick and easy, and it's a no bake recipe. The only thing that you have to bake is just the cookie, and that's it. So everything else, once you get all the layers combined together, then you take it and you put it in the fridge and keep it no chill. So what you just go ahead on and put it into the give it a good beat right here, and just let it beat. And this is what we do here. I beat it, and once I go ahead and beat it, I have to take it because I like this filling, and it gets me in a whole lot of trouble. So we're gonna see what it's doing right now. Let me see, it's ready. So I tell you, this is good. Like the dinner we're having it's good dinner. You can have it for Sunday, any times of the week. Now it's so good. I'm gonna go ahead on and add the other powdered sugar. So that was 2 cups of powdered sugar, and we'll go ahead and see what that do. Then you might have to go ahead and do the next one. There you go. It don't take long to make this dish, and it's really good. And along with today, we have the corn pudding, the pineapple sweet and sour pineapple chicken, and we having some rolls and the chocolate chip. You're like, man, I think this is gonna be a good dinner. I tell you, I know Papa J right here somewhere. He waiting to eat. Okay. Go ahead and we're gonna make sure that this is what we need at the consistency that we need. So, with this recipe with me, I have done this so long. I can manipulate this recipe so many ways. I can change it up, and I can use different things. You also can use graham cracker crust as another crust for this delight. This is another recipe. No, that's good. See, I ain't got no business doing that, but that good. It really good, and I ain't got no business doing it. But I'm gonna put this a little bit more cool because I gotta say the rest of this is gonna go on top of it. Just a little bit. That's what I'm telling y'all. Once you make this, the filling is addictive, and I get in trouble all the time when I make it. Okay, once we go ahead, I'm gonna show you how I did the cookie crust. And after this, I think this is gonna be it right here. It don't take long at all. This is something simple, easy, and I was like, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Now, when I first learned how to make this many years ago, I had my friends. They all knew that I could cook, so they said, I was like, okay, I'm about my friends over, and I'm gonna make my chocolate delight, because I knew I could cook. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna make this on this. Oh boy, I was just so excited. I was like, oh mama, I want to do this, and I got this and that. I was like, Mom, I need for y'all to get out the kitchen. Let me do this, because I want my friends to know that I made this pie. And ever since then I made the pie, my friend would call me all the time to say, well, she wouldn't say Mama J, she'll call me by my name. Renee, you making some chocolate delight. And I said, girl, didn't I give you the recipe? Lord, how lucky. I just can't make it just like you did. I said, okay, then I tell you what, I'm going to show you one more time. And then you know what? Then you're going to have to make this pie. Okay, we're going to take the Cool Whip along with the filling here, and we're going over to the table. And we're going to combine and make this delight. Now, okay, when I was telling you about the cookie, this is the cookie here. If I used a round bowl, so you can use the square, either one. So it's all what size that you want the pie to be. So we got it here. We got this cookie here. We're gonna let it cool here. And then what you do is you go ahead on with the mixture with the Cool Whip and the cream cheese mixture. You go and put it over. You put that first over the cookie. Okay, that's first. And now when kids like to eat the bowl, I like to eat this bowl right here because I like it. So I do that. I'm like, I'm a kid at heart myself. There you go. So my kids hadn't came downstairs yet. I'm gonna eat the bowl. What you think about that? And I'm gonna get in trouble later, but anyway, it's all right. I don't do this, but every now and then, Okay, so I told y'all I want to lick the bowl. And now what we do here, we go ahead on, we take this spoon here, and we're going to let let's smooth it across over the lid. Let's go ahead on, Cause see, once you get through it, you're gonna put it in the refrigerator. Cause remember you got this little Cool Whip and all that. You don't want it to melt, so make sure you cook it though. When you make the cookie, it make sure it's cold, so you can be able to put it in. So what I have here is, and now what you do now, go ahead on, and you're gonna go ahead on, and you're gonna see. I like to make my stuff like, yeah, okay. Put your chocolate, put your pudding. This is just, you know, enough, but you may have some left over depending on how big you want your pie container, your crust and all. I normally make it into one of big casserole bowls, but it's, you know, this is enough for us today. And there you go, you put it in there. You know, like I said, what you're putting on, you just need to just mix the pudding according to the package. Let it go over the white, like this. You know, this is your 1, 2, 3rd layer right here. Your final layer is gonna be the Cool Whip. Okay, this is good. Okay, Mama, take it. I got it out the bowl, y'all. There's no more left. Wow, this is good right here. Looks good. Now, once we get to that, what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead on and we're going to put the final topping on this Cool Whip. And you know that everybody, I tell people that, you know, the first thing as a caterer, that all the many years that I have been catering, the first thing people eat with is their eyes. You know, you eat with your eyes first, and then, you know, then your taste. So when I cook, I like to make my food good, and I like to make it look good as well. But you know, I don't know about nobody else. You know, in my life, Christ is first, and you know, God blessed me with a gift with my hands to cook. So you know, each time, you know, I say I cook for my family. That is true. However, when I do cook, the first thing I do is ask God to bless my hands to make, you know, to be able to produce the best that I can be. And so when I cook, that I can give Him the glory for blessing me for the talent that He's given me. So you know, that's one of the things I do. I don't ever try to worry about anybody else cooking or how they do anything, because you know, everybody got their own way. I can't cook like the first person or the second. I only can cook like Mama J. So that's me, and this how I work. Because I know, you know, when God gives you something, He gave you a gift, He gave a gift for you. So you know, you don't have to worry about it. So I'm just that way. I'm a God-fearing person, and I give God the glory for everything I do. You know, so for those that's not, you know, to each his own. But okay, so now we got this cover here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of make it look kind of cute, you know. Here you go. You take the spoon, you make the little perks on top. Just give it a little, just make it look good. And just go all the way, you know. And just, you know, just make it look nice and good. You know, I would be bringing in like different desserts on the video, and also I'm going to do a entertainment video with my catering trays, where I'm going to be showing you all ones that want to have parties for yourself, kids, and stuff like that, and how I make trays and decorate the trays and stuff that go on. And you know, that's so good. A lot of times, you know, you think that you have to spend a whole lot of money, but I'm going to give you some ideas to where you ain't gonna have to spend a whole lot of money. You can go ahead and make these things that you already have, and they can go away. It's real simple. So this is me. Now one thing about Mama J, she don't cook the same. She always, when she cook a dish and she has to go and do it again, she's always some revision in it, because I'm always looking for a reason to improve. Because you know, improvement is the key. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna let it sit here, and then we're gonna go over to the stove, and we're gonna get ready. We're gonna take out our sweet and sour chicken. And once we take the sweet and sour chicken out, we're going to cook the rolls and be ready to eat. So then we'll go over here to the stove. Hey everyone, we have combined all our dishes tonight. We have the rolls. The rolls are just some brine and serve rolls that you can just buy at the store. It's not, and put butter on, and these are the ones that I have. They're quick and easy. We also have the corn pudding here.
and we have the corn. So we're gonna go ahead on. We're gonna get some of the corn pudding right here. Wait a minute, and then when we get through, we're gonna with this. We got the chicken here. Y'all go ahead on and eat. But let me get the chicken first. We got some chicken. We got the sweet and sour chicken. You see the pineapples and everything that's on the chicken and the juice here. We have that, and then we're gonna have the butter beans. Once someone passed me the butter beans. I think they're hungry, don't y'all see? They're all grabbing for the same thing at the same time. And then we're gonna have some butter beans. See the butter beans here? The butter beans here that has the turkey, smoked turkey in them. I'm just gonna get a little bit of that. Oh, we're gonna put it here. Now I have my dessert out. You remember I said here that I wanted my dessert to be pretty, but at the time when I showed it to you last, I hadn't added the final touch. The final touch that I added to this is some shaved chocolate bar. All you have to do is shave the bar on the grater, and you just put some on it, and then it'll make it this look. It just give it a pretty look to it, and this is what we have right here. So this is our dessert. So now we're gonna go ahead on. We're gonna go ahead and taste what we have on our plate tonight. Get a roll. Y'all see that my family is hungry and they're ready to eat. I think because they've been gone all day. First, let's taste the butter beans. What's that, butter?
Very tasty.
He said very tasty. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and we're gonna taste the corn. Now in these butter beans, I can taste the smoked turkey, the seasoning, that I put in there, along with the Italian dressing. It just give it a height to the butter beans. They taste good. And this is the corn pudding. Now for ones that not sure about the corn pudding, just try it. It's something different and it's good. Okay, let me see.
Oh, the chicken's delicious.
How do you like the corn pudding?
It's warm. That's good.
Okay, what the corn pudding tastes like to you? I added green peppers and I added some cheese. You taste it.
Something totally different.
It's totally different to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah, right. Now here come the sweet and sour chicken. Look at it, just turned it's already falling off the bone. Oh man, what you talking about here?
Hey, sweet.
It's a good number.
Sweet chicken.
Do you like it?
Yeah, man.
See, Numa said he like it.
Mama.
Falling off the bone. It's just good here. I'm gonna taste it here. This is good. And here's a pineapple, I could take me a pineapple, see. Now we have a good meal. The chicken, the corn pudding, the butter beans, and we have the rolls, and then we'll have the chocolate delight. And taste the roll. You know, I don't know what to say, but this is a good meal. I mean, so you can just eat it. But, however, we're going to go ahead and taste our dessert. Now, like I said before, I made dessert, I always say, we eat with our eyes first. So when I'm making desserts or any type of trays, pertaining to when I'm catering or whatever, I always like to make my food look good. So we're going to taste the dessert. We got Cool Whip, cream cheese, and cookies. My God, it's so good. Oh goodness gracious! Like you know what? I don't need to eat all this. You know what? I'm gonna get some trouble. Well, that's okay. Just for the night. We don't do it all the time. Just for the night. Okay, it's gonna taste good. I can taste the cookie, the cream cheese, and the chocolate pudding, and the Cool Whip. Can't get no better than this right here. So I'd like to say thank you all for allowing us to come into your kitchen on today. And I would like to let you all know, if you like what you're seeing on these videos, don't forget to go to our YouTube channel where you can get the recipe along with the exact measurement. So I'd like to say to you all have a blessed day, and may God continue to bless you all.